Okay, so today's topic is farming. I've got a couple new people on my server. So new, in fact, that they're actually playing Minecraft for the first time. We bought them a copy. Uh, Farming is something everybody pretty much wants to do out the door usually. And the question is how to use up space, how does farming work, what's the most efficient way? Well, flat out, most efficient way is this. A 9 by 9 plot with a hole in the middle with water. The lily pad is on the water, so you can walk across it without falling in. But that's just there for water. I got 3 of these 9 by 9s together with a little 3 by 9 at the end just to finish using up the space available here. And this is wheat growing here. Wheat is you get from seeds. You go out and break grass, you occasionally get seeds. It's usually most people's first crop. Now you can see most of these look the same, but you got this one here, that one there, and there that look different. Well, these darker ones that have the black tips are mature. They're ready to be harvested. And they'll produce wheat and seeds. See, I got 2 seeds from breaking 1 wheat. This one's not mature. If I break it, I'm just going to get the 1 seed back and nothing else. So that's how you can tell if wheat is mature. And with this 9 by 9, you just play lawnmower and run up and down each row punching it to get your harvest, and you come up with a rather absurd number of stuff here. This is 9 by 30. So you can do the math there. You're going to get at least 1 seed from every single one. You're going to get at least 1 wheat from almost every single one. So you're talking a harvest of probably about 300 seeds and 300 wheat pretty easily. Now, for pure space, this is your best farm. One of the better looking ones that's actually more common, and one I happen to like, is less efficient, but it tends to look better, is going dirt, water, all the way across your entire farm. And this one here has something like I think the number was like 97% space efficiency. This one's only 50. It looks a little bit better when you're trying to do something decorative, but since a lot of people like to throw their farms underground, this is your better bet. Now with melons and pumpkins, they actually need 2 blocks to grow. Let's see. Because when you go to harvest, your stem still stays there. You're just taking the fruit. And of course, it needs a place of its own to go. So this one would actually end up, if you did the 2 dirt, 1 water, 2 dirt, 1 water all the way across, you'd end up with only 33.3% efficiency. So the better way to go with this is to put 2 rows of whatever back to back so they can grow outwards, and then you got your water, and then your water on either side with 2 rows in the middle. Now, your water, as demonstrated here, can actually work to moisten soil out 4 blocks in either direction, and it goes out diagonally as well. So water tends to behave, or wet soil tends to behave more like water than it does like light. Now you can see I've got these red spots. Plants need a light level of at least 8 to grow. Now if they have access to the sky, they'll be fine at night. They just won't grow until daylight comes. But if you want to put your own lights up, torches have a light level of 14. Glowstone has a light level of 15, and for every block the light has to travel, the light level drops 1. So as you can see, these spots over here, it would not be helping the crops at all. But I've got pretty much guaranteed cover here. Now if I pop this one here, you'll see that the dirt glows dark, the dirt goes dark, but the plant does not. So that's going 15, 14, 13. And then to move from here to here would be 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. So it's exactly 8 light level here. But if I were to slap down another dirt and seed here, it would not be growing at night. It'd only be growing when the sun's out. So you got your light level to worry about, especially if you're going to grow underground. You got to make sure that there's water within 4 blocks or within 5 blocks of what you're going to grow. Otherwise, it'll grow in dry ground, but it's going to grow much more slowly. These lily pads are ideal for being able to walk across the water. Otherwise, if you're trying to harvest, like if these weren't here, and I tried to harvest this running diagonal, I could easily fall off either side. And while that wouldn't be detrimental or wouldn't change the farm, it just gets annoying when you're harvesting huge amounts, especially when you start talking like this and you're just running back and forth like a lawnmower, and then you fall into a hole. Profanity is likely to ensue. Wheat, potatoes, carrots, all behave the same. Melons and pumpkins behave the same. Sugarcane has to grow on sand. Mushrooms, I honestly never have figured out yet. Mushrooms are quite inefficient anyway, so aside from decoration, it's not worth the trouble. So, here's your basic science behind bulk farming and a little bit of cosmetic farming. And I'm sure the two of you will, and many more hopefully, will gain quite a bit of interest in this. So, especially for those of us that are playing on Steel Tower, comment on the video. If there's anything you have questions about, I'll be glad to make another video. And hopefully we can make this community bigger. Oh, and as you can see, I'm not just like on a separate world or whatever doing this. This is perfectly capable of being done in survival. None of this is cheated. And I'm actually on the live server, on the live town. And this evening when players log on, they're actually going to, some of them will probably end up seeing this farm before they see the video. So, subscribe, comment, like. Let's get the community growing.